me record this and okay, so today we have to learn our final topic, which is LangChain, right? Okay, I have told few things about LangChain in our last class already. So basically it's a tool which helps us, like, extracting the data from like any PDF or from any, what we say, any database, and help us in chunking that. Chunking is basically dividing its content into the parts, and then we basically embed it. We convert it into the some vector form, and then we store it into vector db. So in all these processes, which are basically belongs to the RAG process, RAG application, and which helps us, this whole thing helps us giving our LLM a proper context of our company or our private data, which LLM is not been trained. So this is what LangChain uses. So today we will see with a small project, like how we can use this LangChain and how we can you know convert our like basically how we can give create a RAG application and give a context to our LLM model. So my screen is visible to you all. um, I hope so. Please someone confirm this, please. Okay, thank you. um, Now let me create a folder structure first, and so mkdir LangChain project. Okay, let's go in this. Now we are inside this LangChain, so let's open this in VS Code and check it out. Okay, so we have nothing here right now, so let's install our libraries first, then we will create our folder structure. So for that, let's open our terminal and create a virtual environment. And from the beginning I told you about this virtual environment, like why we exactly using this virtual environment. Anyone can tell? Sorry, anyone know about like this, why we are creating this virtual environment? Anyone? Like, see guys, this is last class almost, and in all the projects we have used this. So if anyone knows why we are creating this virtual environment, please speak up. Okay, if you are not interested, then well, let's move on. Okay.
Hello.
uh,
Hello.
Hello, hi Rishabh.
Hi, Akash.
Yeah,
I'll not take more than 5 minutes. Am I audible?
yeah, you are.
Raise their hand. How many of you are present in the class?
Sorry, you are not heard properly. Your voice is very low.
एक मिनट. अभी
Yeah, please go ahead, Rishabh. Let me mute myself.
okay, Isika's family, Dhruv, Ranjan, Simran, and rest of them have, I think, joined the meeting and left. Most of them are sleeping. They have joined the meeting and chilling out. हेलो, आवाज आ रही है आप सबको मेरी? सबको अनम्यूट किया है आकाश आपने?
यस सर, साउंड आ रही है।
ओके। एक्चुअली मैं आप लोगों को कुछ बताना चाह रहा था कि आप लोग फीडबैक अभी फिल नहीं कर रहे हो, तो इन लोगों ने मेरे से बोला है कि आप लोगों से बोला है कि आप लोग फीडबैक फिल करिए। फीडबैक इम्पॉर्टेंट है। अगर कोई स्टूडेंट वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करके देना चाहता है तो वो भी दे सकता है, इट विल बी फाइन। एंड ये जो tyron.com है, यहाँ पे आपको जाना है। ये आपका LMS प्लेटफॉर्म है, तो यहाँ पे आपको बेसिकली आवाज़ आ रही है ना मेरी आप सबको?
यस सर।
तो आपको यहाँ लॉगिन करना है। लॉगिन करने के बाद अपने गूगल अकाउंट से बेसिकली यहाँ पे आपको साइन इन करना है। जब साइन इन कर लोगे आप लोग, तो जो भी कोर्स आपने इनरोल किया, अगर नहीं इनरोल किया तो स्टार्ट लर्निंग फॉर फ्री। अभी हमने मतलब सारे कोर्सेज को फ्री रखा हुआ है। बाद में ये सब चेंज हो जाएगा, बट अभी फॉर टाइम नहीं, अभी फ्री। तो जो भी कोर्सेज आपने इनरोल किया है वहाँ पे चूज़ कर सकते हो, उसमें जाके इनरोल कर सकते हो। और जब कोर्स इनरोल कर लोगे तो वो कोर्स आपके माई कोर्सेज में दिखाएगा। यहाँ से जाके फिर उसमें आप आगे जाके उसमें जो भी टास्क हैं, जो भी क्विज़ेस वगैरह साइन किया गया है वो आप कर सकते हो। जितने भी वीडियोस हैं यहाँ पे आपको प्रेजेंट मतलब रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस मिलेगा। जितना वीडियोस है आपको ये प्रोग्रेस जो है वो 100% कंप्लीट करना है, ताकि आपका इंटरनल इवैल्यूएशन वो रिपोर्ट है वो मिल पाएगा आपको इस तरह से। यहाँ से आप रेट भी कर सकते हो, कोर्स को आपको रेट करना है। कुछ लिखना चाहते हो तो यहाँ पे लिख सकते हो कोर्स के बारे में। तो ये चीज़ आपको करना है। सारे वीडियोस जो भी हैं, MCQs, कोडिंग क्वेश्चंस जो भी है, वो सब आपको कंप्लीट करना है। ठीक है, ये चीज़ क्लियर है। इसके अलावा आपको क्या करना है, आपको जो भी हमारा मतलब जो आपको इंटरनल इवैल्यूएशन कैसा दिखेगा, जो रिपोर्ट होगा वो रिपोर्ट बेसिकली आपको कुछ इस तरह से दिख जाएगा। यहाँ पे जब सर्टिफिकेट में आप जाओगे ना, कोर्स का ओवरव्यू है। स्टार्ट लर्निंग फॉर फ्री में जाना है आपको। यहाँ पे जो आपका पाइथन है, तो पाइथन में जाओगे आप, तो यहाँ से आप देख लोगे कि आपको जो सर्टिफिकेट है कैसा दिखेगा। अभी कुछ दिन में ये अनलॉक हो जाएगा। जब आप कोर्स कंप्लीट करोगे तो ये प्रीव्यू जो है अनलॉक हो जाएगा। तो ये आपको यहाँ से दिखने लगेगा, जो भी आपने स्कोर किया है, मार्क्स वगैरह, वो यहाँ पे दिखेगा। इसको आपको डाउनलोड करके कॉलेज में सबमिट करना चाहे, कहीं पर भी आपको यूज़ करना है, उसको यूज़ कर सकते हो। और जो रेटिंग वगैरह आप दोगे तो वो चीज़ यहाँ पे आपको दिखेगा वो चीज़। बाकी इसकी प्रोफाइल अभी कुछ दिन में प्रोफाइल भी कंप्लीट कर लेना, इसका प्रोफाइल पेज वगैरह जो भी है, प्रोफाइल वगैरह कंप्लीट कर लेना। तो ये दो चीज़ें मैं आपको बताना चाह रहा था कि बेसिकली प्रोफाइल कंप्लीट करना है, कोर्सेज में जाके कोर्सेज को कंप्लीट करना, ताकि आपका इंटरनल इवैल्यूएशन रिपोर्ट जो है वो जनरेट हो पाए। उसके बाद जो भी आपका क्विज़ेस हैं, वीडियोस हैं, सब उसको आप एक्सेस कर सकते हो। तो वीडियो यहाँ से एक्सेस होगा बेसिकली आपका भी। तो ये चीज़ मैं बताना चाह रहा था। और जो भी फीडबैक फॉर्म है वो फीडबैक आप फिल कर दीजिए। जो फीडबैक गूगल फॉर्म शेयर किया गया है वो फिल कर दीजिए। अगर कोई स्टूडेंट वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करके देना चाहता है तो वो भी कर सकता है कि कैसा उसको लगा यहाँ सीख के, या फिर कुछ इसको इम्प्रूवमेंट मिला नहीं मिला। बाकी अभी जो भी स्टूडेंट इनरोल किए हैं उनके लिए कोर्स लाइफ टाइम फ्री रहने वाला है। आगे चल के हम ये कर देंगे, पेड कर देंगे, बट आप लोगों ने इनरोल कर लिया ऑलरेडी, तो आपके लिए फ्री रहेगा। फ्यूचर में जो भी इसमें हम अपडेट करेंगे उसको एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। तो अभी आप लोग प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो कोर्स यहाँ पे जाके LMS पे। एक्चुअली मैं LMS में मैं भी कंट्रीब्यूट करता हूँ। जब भी मेरे पास वीकेंड में समय मिलता है तो मैं भी इसको बिल्ड करने में हेल्प करता हूँ। ये प्लेटफॉर्म बेसिकली मैंने भी काफ़ी कंट्रीब्यूट किया इसको बिल्ड करने में। तो आप लोग को कैसा लग रहा है, मतलब कोर्स सही चल रहा है आपका? हेलो,
भाई सारे मौन धारण किए हैं भाई।
आवाज
Reception.
आवाज हाँ
I think
बस।
they will not speak. Okay, so
ओके, कोई
yeah.
बात नहीं। आप लोग जब कॉलेज में आना तब बता देना मेरे को,
Yep.
कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। बाकी कॉलेज तो अभी आपको टाइम ही है, थोड़ा लेट खुलेगा कॉलेज, अभी चांसेस हैं कि लेट खुलेगा, तो दिक्कत नहीं है उसमें। घर पे जब तक हो तब तक चिल करो आप लोग। अभी कुछ कोडिंग क्वेश्चंस भी इस पे अपलोड होने वाले हैं प्लेटफॉर्म पे, तो उसको भी आप लोग कर लीजिएगा। यहाँ पे उसमें ऑप्शन आ जाएगा, वहाँ से सबमिट करके इवेल्युएट कर सकते हो अपने आंसर्स वगैरह को। चलो बस इतना इन्फॉर्मेशन देना था कि आप फीडबैक फॉर्म, जो गूगल फीडबैक फॉर्म है उसको फिल कर दो। ये प्लेटफॉर्म पे जो ऊपर रेटिंग का ऑप्शन है उसको रेट कर दो, और कोर्सेज को प्रैक्टिस करते रहो। बस इतना मेरा बताने का मोटिव था। बाकी आपके ऊपर है, आप पढ़ रहे हो नहीं पढ़ रहे हो, दैट्स अप टू यू, कोई
Yep.
दिक्कत नहीं है। चलो, ओके,
Okay.
थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. Okay. So let me resume presenting, and yeah. So okay. So let's create a virtual environment. Um, look at this. Python VENV dash VENV VENV. Let's wait for a few seconds. And we are good with this virtual environment. Now let's activate it. VMV slash scripts slash activate. Okay. Now we are in our virtual environment. Now we will install our libraries. First one is LangChain. LangChain is basically you can see it's a kind of framework, and there are lots of tools it provides. So I think if you keep on doing practice, then you will get to know more about this. There are lots of useful tool available in this LangChain. Now we need OpenAI. OpenAI is basically for our LLM model, and LangChain community to connect. So LangChain community has so many tools. Community has so many tools, like it has so many tools, like we have some free models also, LM models, so we can directly import it into our program, and there are so many, like PDF loader and all. So there are so many libraries are there that we will see going forward. Then LangChain dash text splitter. So text splitter is basic for creating chunks. Chunks of our data. Splitter, I think spelling is correct. And now we need a vector database. Vector database we will use SSD or CPU. Basically, it is developed by Facebook and it is open source, so we can use it directly. And there is PyPDF to load our feed from our local device, and then python.env for accessing the env file, the secrets we are keeping in the env files. Okay, now let's okay launch. Okay, cool. We have to write install as well. Now one by one it will install everything. Cache initialization failed, entering ignore. Okay, okay, let's keep it one by one. Sorry guys. Mm, so installation will take some time. Uh, let's let's set up our. Okay, so we have this LangChain OpenAI. Let's create our folder structure then. Okay, let's create our app.py and .env. What else? Okay, we need a okay. So we need a document, right? So for that document, I have downloaded something. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Let's rename this to Python underscore notes. Okay. Now let's copy this and paste it to our project. So this is LangChain project and we are keeping it here. Okay, I think we are good now with our folder structure. Now let's, I don't know, um okay, let's keep our open API here. So for open API I have to open one of my project. Okay, let's open I think. Okay. Mm, let's keep this in our TLB. Okay. So OpenAI, I have already told you how you will get this Open API key. You will get it from the console, like from the Open API website. Okay. So our second OpenAI library got downloaded. Now let's download our next library, which is community. This is starting. Let's check it out. What we have. Okay, this is in PDF form. Basically, um, our ID is not able to parse it properly, so we are getting these characters and all. So let's leave this out. Um, okay, let's open. Okay, let's open it here and see what we have in this. What the hell? Okay, so this is basically a Python programming lecture notes. I don't know. I have downloaded it from internet. I don't know myself what is there in this PDF. Okay, so it has, I think, almost everything about Python, like whatever we have covered in our basics. Okay, it's lagging a lot, so let's close it out. things we don't need. Um, okay, let's close this as well. Okay. Um, Now I don't know why it is so slow. Let's leave it. Okay. Uh, till it is downloading, let's code. Let's not waste any time. Okay. Let's import OS basically so our env, and from .env which we have downloaded. Basically we are doing this for our env file, which is this one. Okay. Now from LangChain underscore community we need a document loader. Okay, so document underscore loader, which will basically load our documents. So there are so many things. If we are going for the any some kind of some kind of text file, then also we can use then we will use that text file library. Okay, so this document loader is here, and we are going to use pdf loader. Okay, if you search this on internet, I think you should be getting some idea like what library it actually has. So if you go inside this, if you will see everything like what it has. So see, LangChain is basically is a framework. It has LangGraph, it has LangSmith. There are so many things. So many things are there. So that we are not going to see now, but I hope in future, like in bigger courses, we will be covering this all, because LangChain is not a small tool. So just like you know you people like to give you people a start, we are teaching this LangChain. ये LangChain से ही सारा एआई का एजेंटिक एआई का आपका जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं वो सारे प्रॉब्लम्स यहीं से सॉल्व हो जाते हैं. सारे टूल्स, सारे what we say chain kind of chain we are creating, like how our LLM communicate with our backend, everything we can define logically, and in a standard way using this LangChain framework only. And we can also monitor everything and everything from here as well using this langsmith only. So langsmith is basic for monitoring, like what kind of llm models we are using, everything would be there. So if you see here, see here one is uh, Py, Py PDF loader, and another is Telegram chat loader. Even you can load your Telegram chat here. There are so many classes here. uh, you know you people should go through and see what, like how powerful tool is this. Okay, we can do so many things using this. Now let's come here. Okay, so our LangChain community uh, got installed. Now let's install LangChain dash text what splitter, basically to create the chunks. Splitter, spelling is wrong, SPLITTER. splitters. Okay, okay, it install. Okay, let's install the splitter. Okay, the splitter got installed. Now let's install our vector db, which is fastest dash cpu. Okay, where we will chunk, like after chunking we will do embedding, which will basically convert our data, chunked data, to our to this vector form. So basically we store that vector in our vector db, which is going to be our fastest underscore cpu. Okay, now our db is also ready. Now let's install our next library, which is PyPDF. So we use PyPDF for loading our PDF file from our local machine. Let's install that. PyPDF got installed. Now, okay, I think we have installed Python dash.dnv. Okay, this is our last library which we need for this project. Okay, we are good with this now. Okay, let's code. So okay, okay, I think our libraries are ready. Let's code it, and we will install everything going forward, like we will import everything going forward. Okay, it will auto suggest. Okay, it should be auto suggesting. Load dot env. We are good. Okay, quick fix. Okay, let's leave it. API underscore key. We will basically get this API key which we have added in our environment file, which is basically this. Now we will import it here, and then we will check if it is found in our env file or not. So okay, so okay, let's check this out. If we are not getting our what we say API key, then we will throw a error, which is basically OpenAI API key environment variable is not set. Okay, it means it is not set here. We haven't set our API key here. Now the next step is to load our PDF. Okay, okay, to load our PDF file. Now let's first let's print it out. Okay, what step we are on, what step we are. Okay, then print, never print your API key. Let's print key loading PDF file. Okay, so we will now load our PDF. So basically we will call our loader, which is py pdf loader, and here our PDF is python underscore notes python underscore notes dot pdf. Right now let's convert it to the uh, let's load it first. Okay, then let's print the content of it. Okay, let's print the content of it. Content got printed. Now we will split the document. Okay, the document we have loaded. Now let's just create the chunk of it. Let's split it. So for that step we will write okay, okay, cool, this is also good. Mm, now print um, what we say, print splitting data. Okay, now after, okay, after this let's split it. So let's define our splitter. splitter splitter. So it is going to be recursive character text splitter, and our chunk size, basically number of character in that chunk, is going to be 1000 words, 1000 characters. And the overlapping, so chunk overlapping is basically means ki okay, see these two PDFs. Okay, sorry, these two paragraphs. Okay, now these two paragraph, if you see कि इस पैराग्राफ, अगर ये देखो इस पैराग्राफ में और इस पैराग्राफ में कुछ भी कॉमन नहीं है, राइट? सो दिस वी हैव रिटन हियर ओवरलैप 200. सो क्या होगा कि लास्ट का 200 of this paragraph and first 200 characters of this paragraph will be will be common. Okay, they will overlap. So this is why we have created this chunk overlap. Why we are doing this? To avoid any kind of what we say कि अगर मान लो कुछ कोई डेटा हम लोग स्प्लिट कर रहे हैं और कुछ रिलेटिव डेटा को हम लोगों ने ब्रेक कर दिया, राइट? सो टू अवॉइड दैट सिचुएशन वी आर बेसिकली यूजिंग दिस ओवरलैप कि कुछ भी अगर रिलेटेड है, सो दैट मतलब मान लो यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने डिफिनीशन लिखा, ठीक है, वो 1000 कैरेक्टर में वो डेफिनीशन के साथ साथ एग्जाम्पल भी ले रहा है, बट एग्जाम्पल्स का वो 100 कैरेक्टर ही कवर कर रहा है, बट 100 कैरेक्टर वो नहीं कवर कर पा रहा है. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आधा इसमें आएगा, आधा इसमें और आधा इसमें आएगा. सो व्हेन सिमेंटिक सर्च विल बी परफॉर्म, देन कुछ मीनिंगफुल रिजल्ट नहीं आएगा हम लोग का. टू अवॉइड दैट सिचुएशन वी आर यूजिंग दिस ओवरलैप. नाउ आवर स्प्लिटर इज रेडी कि हम लोग कैसे उसको अपने डेटा को स्प्लिट करने वाले हैं, कैसे उसको चंक करने वाले हैं. नाउ वी विल क्रिएट द चंक्स. So for creating chunks we will pass the document here. Okay, and then we will create our chunks, like how lengthy, like what how our data is got splitted and how the chunks are getting created, like ऐसे वो कैसे कैसे पैराग्राफ में उसको स्प्लिट कर रहा है. that we will see in this print statement. Now let's convert it to the vector form. For that we do embedding. Embedding is basically उसमें क्या होता है, it's a kind of vector, or you can say array of integers or array of some numerical values. ठीक है, तो उसमें क्या होता है, हर एरे में कुछ न्यूमेरिकल वैल्यूज स्टोर होती हैं और उसी को हम लोग बेसिकली वेक्टर बोलते हैं. सो नाउ let's print what we are going to do. Let's create embedding. Now embedding, let's define our embedding variable. Embedding. Okay, so here we are going to do OpenAI embeddings. ठीक है, why OpenAI embedding? So there are so many kind of embeddings are there. लाइक कोई भी इट्स काइंड ऑफ एल्गोरिदम, ठीक है, एल्गोरिदम है। और एक तरीका है कि कैसे आप रॉ टेक्स्ट को, रॉ डेटा को वेक्टर फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट करते हो। इट्स काइंड ऑफ प्रोसेस। तो यहाँ पे हम लोग ओपन एआई यूज कर रहे हैं, एज वी हैव ऑलरेडी हैव दिस ओपन एपीआई की। तो अगर हम लोग किसी और का भी यूज़ करना चाहें तो कर सकते हैं, जैसे जेमिनाई का यूज़ करना चाहें हम लोग embedding, then we can use Gemini also, or we can use Llama. I don't know how many of you know Llama. Llama is kind of is another uh, LLM, LLM tool, LLM model, which is free of cost, but it's very slow, so we are not going to use that in our project. But as you people are in learning phase, you will, I don't think you people are going to take subscription of this OpenAI key, so use that model in your project. I'm not going to use that, but you people should be using. Okay, now our embedding is ready. uh, Embeddings are ready. Now what we will do, we will pass our uh, like we will create our vector store first. Okay, then we will pass our embedding and our chunks in that, and it will be converted into the vector, and it will be get stored into it, like stored into our vector db. Now let's create our vector store. So for that, let's print embedding successfully created, and print. Why I am doing this? Because आई डोंट वांट कि कल को आप आओ और आपको कुछ आइडिया ना हो कि हम लोग ने क्या किया था। ओके, so when you will read this project, you will you will be able to recall everything. Okay, let's create our vector db. So vector store is fetched from, okay, it is showing the problem because quick fix. Okay, okay, we haven't imported anything, right? We will import it here, no worries, we will see. Okay, now our vector store is ready, and after this vector store, okay, so in this vector store we have passed our chunks and embedding with like basically what we are going to use to convert our chunks into the vector. Okay, and then that vector will get stored into this vector store. Now let's create a retriever. Okay, let's create a retriever is basically going to search our data in our database. Okay, okay, retriever. Okay, now we have this vector store retriever, and then we will provide our search quads. I have taught you. I think you people should be recalling this कि quads क्या होता है. Okay, now we have passed our search quads, and now we will create our LLM model, like basically which is going to give us response, right? So LLM will be going to be our open API. Okay, don't, let's use a better model, OpenAI OpenAI model. Okay, temperature is going to be 0. We don't want. Okay, our LLM is here. We have imported here this GPT 3.5 turbo because we are not going to do some big tasks, so we are going to use 3.5 turbo for now. Like If we will find it is not giving better response, then we will upgrade this. Okay, now QA. Now let's create a chain, like how this retrieval chain, like how the things will be connected, like how the things will come, one thing will communicate to other thing. So पूरा chain हम लोग कैसे define करेंगे अभी देखते हैं. ठीक है, QA chain. Now retrieval chain. फ्रॉम चेन टाइप में हम लोग क्या करेंगे, सबसे पहले तो हम लोग LLM में पास करेंगे अपना LLM, चेन टाइप में स्टफ, रिट्रीवर में अपना रिट्रीवर पास किया हम लोग ने, एंड लेट्स नॉट, we don't need that, we don't want to know the resource from where it is coming. Now so we have like chained everything, we have chained our LLM model with our retriever. This retriever okay, this retriever is basically going to retrieve the data from our vector store, and this vector store have everything like our data and all. Okay, now let's chat, let's create a small loop to chat with this, so that we should be able to communicate with it through our terminal as well. Now let's ready to answer question. Okay, now let's create while true, unless it is true. Question, we will take input from the user interview question, and this is the query. If we are writing exit, then it will exit from this loop and come out of this loop, and our program will exit. Now if it is we are asking for some response, then it is going to the chain, then it basically passing the query, then basically it is getting the response, and um, getting the response, and invoke will not work or what. Okay, चलो run से ही काम चलाते हैं अभी. Okay, ठीक है. Then it will print our answer, like it will get answer from this LLM model, and then it will respond accordingly. Now I think we are good with this, and let's first import everything, like whatever we have missed. uh, Community is the unknown word. Community dot env. I think it is, we are good, should be good with this. Let's okay, now from the text field splitter, okay, LangChain embedding. mm, LangChain embeddings we are not using, we are using directly from the Open AI. Now from LangChain vector store, LangChain community, it is present in LangChain community. Okay, fast LangChain community dot vector store, vector stores. Okay, mm, vector stores, I think we are correct here. LangChain underscore community dot vector stores should import this. Okay. Okay, and okay, we have created chains, so we are creating chains. We don't need this OpenAI now. From okay, now the thing is document loader is good, our splitter is good. Okay, we are creating the chat, right? So from LangChain underscore OpenAI import chat. I think chat OpenAI. Okay, LangChain. Okay, why this is community dot vector stores vectors vector store. Um, don't know what is this. Okay, let's from dot. Okay, let's run this. If let's see if it is giving any error. Okay, I think we are good with this. So let's run our Python program app.py. So we are getting key line number 3. Um, okay, LangChain community dot document loader. Document loaders dot. Okay, so it is giving key migration standalone. When the sunset no longer actively maintained. Okay, okay, I think there are so many things that have been changed. So this document loader should be here, and LangChain vector store. Let's check it out where we have this vector store in the LangChain commit itself. Vector store in LangChain. Okay, we have it in core. So okay guys, okay, in LangChain core we have let's see. So LangChain core. Okay, so there are so many things have changed in LangChain. Let's correct this with Claude. What is that? Our project name is LangChain dash project. Okay, let's call Claude here. Yes, we can trust. Fix all the imports. So there are so many things that have been deprecated here, and we can't use it. I think it is outdated recently. That's why. Hmm, let's see uh, what mistakes we have done. Okay, Python. Now I can see list installed. Now I can see the import problems. Let me check which LangChain packages are actually installed and I use correct module path. Okay, so okay, test the import statements. Hmm, okay, I confirmed. I will fix. So if you see text splitter, it is now in LangChain underscore text splitters, and the vector store is in vector community only. Let's see the okay LangChain classic में हम लोग चेन है. Let's see if this works. Okay, there is small change in our code. The chat API we are directly importing, so we will call it verify all the imports. Let's verify it. So we are good with this code till that is verifying. Let's start our project. Okay, okay, our API key got loaded successfully. Our PDF data is loading. Let's see. Okay, our PDF data is loaded with this. Okay, there are 201 chunks that is got created. Embedding is successful and it is giving error at the end. So it's created the vector store, and then it says key. Okay, okay, the chunk size, the quarks. um okay, okay, okay. The project does not have access to the model. Okay, invalid request error. Okay guys, this is because of the permission we have for this open API key. Okay, we have some limited permission for this, so that's why this error is coming. Okay, let's wrap up this class today. Tomorrow we will see how we can, you know, replace this, and tomorrow is going to be our last class, by the way, and final. Tomorrow we will see how we can limit the access of this open API key. So basically this is my company's OpenAI key that I am using currently. That is too slow, but it has only access of this OpenAI, I guess, GPT 4.0 model access. So that's why it doesn't have any embedding access. So now we will tomorrow we will see how we can replace it with the other LLM model and we can use it here directly, and we will not be we will not be going to be dependent on this OpenAI. we will use some other LLM model tomorrow. Okay, I hope अभी तक सबको सब कुछ क्लियर होगा. uh, we will see everything else in our next class. uh, if you people have any doubt, then you can ask, otherwise we will catch up tomorrow. Okay.
सर पिछले प्रोजेक्ट्स की वीडियोस कब तक अपलोड कर दोगे?
Let's see. I think in like tomorrow morning, I guess. कल सुबह तक हो जाएगा. Let's see.
Okay, sir.
Anything else? Good. Chalo. Then we will meet tomorrow. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you.